and talking about parents giving their children just a little bit of more opportunity to do some things for themselves. And one of the ways parents can help their children is by giving them some money just to see how they manage money. And that would tell you so much about your child. So learn to start.
Hello, welcome to another beautiful episode on Chat with Rutherford. So, today's episode, we want to talk about financial aspects, that comes with studying abroad. Yeah, because it's definitely a whole lot. So, I'll not be the one talking about it. I have a guest. Yeah, and she's going to shed light on that. Okay, please welcome my guest, Esther.
Oh my goodness.
High five. Welcome once
Thank
again.
you.
You are here again.
Oh, okay. I'm happy to be here. Hi, everyone. I'm Esther, and I'm Ruth's special guest.
Everyone is my special guest, so please accept it like that.
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm happy to be here again.
Yeah, I'm so
it's
happy. I'm
nice.
happy that you decided to, come again to do this with
Mhm,
me.
mhm.
Okay, so I want to talk about, the financial. I don't want to use the word challenge that comes with, studying abroad, because it's definitely a whole lot. But what would you say is the financial implication that comes with studying abroad, and how can parents definitely, plan for it?
Okay. Like coming here takes a lot of money,
Mm,
and with the current challenges right now, with recession and how the economy of not just from people in Africa but around the world, the
generally.
economy is becoming worse, right?
Mm,
It's actually bad. So I think that the first thing you are going to ask yourself before you choose to move from one country to another country, especially for school, is to ask yourself, can I truly afford it? And
mm,
with the changing economy, how do I go about this? So they have to be this talk, and if you're receiving sponsorship from your parents or whoever is providing that sponsorship for you, you should be able to sit down with that person, have this talk. Can we really do this? And how long can I do this? So that should guide your decision
mm.
first of all before coming. I had friends who, they came in just the way we came in, like couple of years for school, 3, 4 years. But some people had to do 1 year. They transferred to a college to do a 1 year or 2 years because of the changing economy that was going on as at that time. Or some people go through, unplanned events, a parent passes away or something happens, and so you have to truly ask yourself, can I truly afford this? Or and how long can I stay doing this?
Mm.
So that's the first question you should ask yourself. And another thing to ask yourself is, for the child or for whoever is coming, for the person whoever is coming
Here
for the
to study.
school, yeah, what can I do to help? Is a
Mm,
good question to ask yourself too.
mm.
Okay, can my parents cover the tuition, and will I be able to work my 20 hours working schedule here? Can it cover my rent? Can it cover my groceries? Or will my parents be able to cover my tuition and my rent, and will I be able to just cover my groceries and my personal stuff and little bits?
Mm.
So you have to ask yourself those questions before coming in, because that would help you to guide your financial decision why coming in, and how you can plan. It helps you to plan. And another thing you could do is pray. Always pray about everything and seek God's guidance before making. It's a big step,
Mm.
right? And seek advice also from good friends and family members, or whoever will be helping you out. Those are some of the things you should think about
Mm.
before deciding to make that decision. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's very important, because even though you want to take that bold step,
Mm-hmm.
you still need to plan. Ask yourself certain questions, and also it's very very important. Not just say, okay, let's just take the bold step. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross
Cross
it.
it.
Where is that? Because it's a totally different thing. And I also like the part of the child himself or herself that is coming here to study. Look for a way you can support, like assist with the bills and all that. Amazing. So coming to the child, the person coming here to study, how can he or she manage finances generally? Then this whole exchange rates, the fluctuations and all that. How can young people generally studying abroad, how can they manage
Okay.
all this so that it doesn't affect them. You know how it is when there's there's no money. You don't want to be broke
Yes.
that way and you're stranded
Yes.
somehow and all. So yeah.
So I'll actually say your question is actually two questions right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Like, first of all, the issue of managing finances, and then the issue of exchange rate. So let's talk about the exchange rate first.
Mm,
Um, we are not in control of that, right?
mm,
So the exchange rate is whatever the economy is, and that's the way it's going to be. So the question your parents on you yourself, whoever is coming, needs to ask yourself is, how can I pay for whatever I'm paying at a low exchange rate at any point?
mm,
That's the question you should ask yourself.
mm.
So we have apps for exchange rates, like people transferring from Nigeria. When How can I plan? So sometimes you have to learn how to be watching it and looking for when it's low, so that's when you send money. Then sometimes you could be so lucky, a friend of yours that you know who may actually be needing naira,
Mm,
and that could be a good exchange pattern.
mm,
And they may just choose to, okay, give you this, and then you give them some dollars.
mm.
Sometimes it works that
That
way.
way.
So be able to ask yourself, okay, how do I plan? The bank, go to the bank, and also look at what do you need to transfer to a USD account and then to a Canadian bank account. Like, how do you need to find the option that works best for you? There are times you
Important.
may need to use Western Union because they may have a cheaper rate at that particular point. So different situations of your life can come up at different points in time, and you may use different transfer methods at any point. You may go directly to the bank sometimes. Sometimes you may have a friend who is badly in need of naira, and you too, you are in need of dollars, and it may just work so well.
Mm,
You could use the apps, it can work so well,
mm,
and you could transfer through a USD account, and
mm,
it can work so well. So just find out what works best for you and your family, and that's good.
mm,
So managing the issue of managing finances is something you first of all have to start addressing before coming here. Like,
mm.
and that is why, if you have not watched the previous video we did about life as an international student, you can
Yeah.
use that opportunity to go do that.
Mm,
And talking about parents giving their children just a little bit of more opportunity to do some things for themselves. And one of the ways parents can help their children is by giving them some money, just to see how they manage money,
mm.
and that would tell you so much about your child. So learn to start planning from, okay, I have $500, or I have 500 naira. How can I save? What portion do I put aside, and what
Mhm.
portion should I save?
So even what you need, like necessity, is more important than want or something like that. Yes.
Good, your
Yeah, that
wants
is
and your
this is where it
needs. This is
comes
where it comes
in.
in. So you have to know what is necessary and what is not.
Mm.
Because I'm telling you, life as an international student,
I like the way you're saying
you really need to know the difference between your wants and your needs.
Mm,
Especially if you are from a very buoyant home, that works very well. Like, you
mm,
have so much in excess.
mm,
But with the way the economy is changing right now,
mm,
you have to know how to plan along with the economy as
mm.
it's changing.
Very true.
Okay. So that's where it comes in. What portion do I put aside? What are my wants? What are my needs? And how much am I making? Am I living far above or below my means? That would also help.
One is studying. Yeah, are there opportunities for like grants, scholarship? Is this something people should
Mhm.
look out for?
Yes, there are a lot, and it's so sad because most times we always streamline ourselves to just our parents providing for us, and we
Yeah,
miss out
yeah.
on these amazing opportunities. When you get to school as an international student, familiarize yourself with the financial aid in your school,
Mm,
with the financial service in your school,
mhm.
and go through. Most times, it's a very hard tax because they usually have a lot of scholarships with a lot of deadlines. Most times,
Mm,
we don't go through that pain, and sometimes you see a link for more scholarships. Click here. You see that link, you could even get not just within your province, but in the whole of
mm.
Canada too. A lot of people applying to for scholarships. Just click that link. It takes a lot of work and a lot of
Yeah.
discipline to be able to do that.
I know, right?
But go through that particular page. There are scholarships, there are grants, and you could be very lucky. Another thing I always tell students, make use of your bursary in your school. Even if you have your tuition most times paid out, but just apply for bursary. Most times you may get $200, $300. That $300 can do your grocery for a particular month when it is given to you. Do you get?
Sure, sure.
So learn to plan. Apply for, get good grades. I had a friend then back, he was so smart that he would get scholarship, 4,005 scholarship. I was like, he was doing just so good in school. And he would save the scholarship money most times his parents, because his parents are very well, they are doing very well, and they would pay for his what is it called,
Tuition.
for his tuition. So they pay for his tuition and everything, and that money that he was getting for scholarship was going straight to his savings. So
Awesome.
before then, like planning, you may get a job after school, you may want to stay in Canada before go, you may not want to go back. You already have a good chunk of money that you can invest into something you actually want to do. Or you could keep that money in your tax-free savings account and be accumulating interest on that particular money. So you just have to plan along. Like, even if you have enough, always create room for more. And from that more, you can invest. That's the way I see it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. 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 So finally, what advice would you give to parents that are still contemplating, should I send my child here? Or, that kind of stuff. What would you say?
Well, it takes faith and it takes just stepping. Today I was having a conversation with, like, actually you guys, and we're talking about just taking that bold step of faith. And sometimes it may look scary at first, or you may be so worried. Most times it's not even the financial parts you may be really worried about. You
Yeah,
may be
right.
more worried about the mental part of the child. Will the child be able to continue with the values you have laid? Will that person be able to go in the right direction? Most times you take faith, it takes faith and trust, you trusting the person that you're sending or sponsoring, that they will be able to, make good choices. And pray about it and seek God's guidance for it. And another thing you could do is just get to meet people, or stop if you know somebody here in Canada who could help watch over your child, and especially if the person is coming 16, 14, 15, and they're coming alone of 15, 16, 17, 18. You may just need a mentor, somebody to guide them through those early stages until they are more capable. So those are things that parents can actually do. There's no, anybody could be so good back home, come here and become bad. Somebody can be so bad back home, come here and become so good. So that's, it's just praying and pray along and believe that the best would actually come out of that particular person. So yeah. So that's
Awesome.
it.
Awesome. Amazing. Amazing. So yeah, let's parents or people generally, thinking to come abroad to study and all, because it's all for the better, you get. So take that bold step, plan towards it. Don't think too deep about it. If it's something you want to do, don't think, too deep about it, like, feeling scared and all. So you can actually do it, plan towards it, and yeah, to be a success at the end. So
Yeah.
that's all we have for you today. I'm
Yes.
sure you've learned something. Let me know in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, and also leave a comment. I love you all till I come
I
your
love
way
you
again
too.
next time. It's Ruther.